TheJamies.net.
We sailed on the Carnival Legend for 7 nights in April 2022. If you follow these 10 tips, you'll likely enjoy sailing on her as much as we did. Just a quick note that if you enjoy this video, please give us a thumbs up or leave a comment. It really helps our channel. And consider subscribing so you get alerted when we add new videos. Our first tip is a big one. Make sure you are aware of all of the complimentary embarkation lunch options that are available on Deck 9 of the Legend. The Unicorn Cafe, Lido Buffet, is located toward the back of the ship. During embarkation, there were 2 traditional buffet sections serving the same dishes, as well as a few other options in the area, including Pizza Pirate, which served a variety of pizza and Caesar salad. The Carnival Deli, which served sandwiches and wraps. Chopsticks, which served Asian-inspired food. And a traditional salad bar. Just outside of the buffet on the starboard side or right side of the ship, Guy's Burger Joint served burgers and fries inspired by the eatery's namesake, Guy Fieri. And on the port side or left side of the ship, the Blue Iguana Cantina served a variety of authentic Mexican food. Speaking of embarkation lunch on Deck 9, our next tip is to head forward toward the 2 pool areas if you're having difficulty finding a table to sit and enjoy your food. We found quite a few tables available in that area, as well as in the Serenity Adults Only area, which is located behind the buffet, all the way at the back of the ship. Our third tip is to check out the menus posted at the start of the buffet lines if you want to know what's available in each section without standing in line. The menus listed the food being served, including a description of ingredients and allergy information. Additionally, allergy information placards were also located above food items on the buffet. During our cruise, there were placards indicating vegetarian, gluten-free, contains nuts or seeds, and more. Speaking of the buffet, our next tip is all about drinks at the Legend's Unicorn Cafe, Lido Buffet. First, be aware of all of the buffet drink options. Self-serve regular coffee, decaf coffee, hot chocolate, green tea, black tea, and decaf tea were available for all meals. During breakfast, iced tea and juices were available from the self-serve machines, and carton milk was available at the salad bar area. During lunch, dinner, and late night, iced tea and lemonade were available. Next, ask a bartender for a drinking glass if you prefer a normal-size glass that is quite a bit larger than the small plastic cups that were provided at most self-serve drink stations on the Legend. Finally, a quick note for my fellow coffee drinkers. If there's a long line at the self-serve coffee machines located toward the back of the buffet, check directly behind the machines people are waiting for. During our cruise, we rarely saw guests using these machines, despite there being options for both regular and decaf. Our fifth tip is to be aware that the pools, water slides, and even some outdoor decks can be closed during inclement weather, including high winds and rough seas. So if there's something on your must-do list, we highly recommend doing it as soon as you have the opportunity. Our next tip is to head midship if you're looking for the elevator area with the most elevators. There are 4 elevators each in the front and back of the Legend. However, the midship area has 7 elevators, with 4 traditional enclosed elevators and 3 glass elevators that overlook the atrium lobby. Just be aware that the traditional elevators and glass elevators operate on separate call buttons, so you will have to press both sets of buttons if you want to call all of the elevators in the midship area. Our 7th tip is to make sure you know where the bathrooms are located for the Truffles Restaurant main dining room. For both floors, the bathrooms are located outside of the restaurant. On Deck 2, you need to exit the restaurant, walk through the elevators area, and through the Alchemy Bar to find the restrooms on the left side of the walkway. Likewise, on Deck 3, you need to exit the restaurant, walk through the elevators area, and through the Odyssey Lounge to find the restrooms on the left side of the walkway. Our next tip is to find a seat on the starboard side or right side of the Follies Main Lounge Theater if you want to be close to the nearest bathrooms, and limit traffic congestion at the end of popular activities. When leaving the theater on Deck 2, as well as Deck 3, everybody exiting from the port side or left side of the theater has to walk past the elevator area and merge into the line of people exiting from the starboard side of the theater before continuing to walk further along the same deck. Our 9th tip is to download some movies to your devices if you enjoy watching them while cruising. As of our cruise, the Legend was one of a handful of Carnival ships that did not offer nightly outdoor movies, nor on-demand movies in staterooms. While there were 2 complimentary movie channels available on the stateroom TV, the selection was fairly limited. Our 10th tip is to fully embrace the theming and decor of the Legend. The ship was built in 2002 and has undergone many refurbishments and renovations over the years. However, many of the original names and much of the original decor remains, particularly for the ship's venues. Jelly Bean got a kick walking on the glass staircase at the top of the atrium lobby and looking down to the lobby 9 decks below. She also enjoyed taking her photo with some of the ship's quirky and dated designs. Thanks to some research we did ahead of time, our whole family ended up learning a bit of the background behind many of the venue names and themes. If you're interested in learning more, we've added our research to the Other Schedules and Documents section of our Carnival Legend webpage, which is linked in the description below. Finally, a bonus tip. If you want a bit of a challenge on board the Carnival Legend, try to locate the coins from the ship's 2002 coin ceremony. Many cruisers consider the finding of ship's coins to be like a scavenger hunt, so we won't reveal the exact location. However, we can confirm the coins do exist, and the photo may give you an idea of where to begin looking.